evening, ladies.
Not again. We've been in once tonight already.
Then you know the drill, don't you? Take these two, eh?
Right, come on, I'm arresting you for loitering.
Come
You're not
on.
obliged to say
Why is it always us?
Yeah, you got something better to do.
You're breaking the law, that's why. He's trying to earn a living. So am I. Come on.
Boy! You!
Stop, Kevin! Stop!
Stop it! Stop! You bastard! You bastard!
Sierra Oscar from 487.
Go ahead.
Yeah, ambulance, please. RTA, Murdoch Avenue at the junction with Askill Road. Looks like I failed to stop.
He chucked Jackie out the car.
Morning.
Good morning. About the alleged assault victim, Jackie O'Brien.
Yes, Jackie O'Brien. Well, afraid you've just missed her. She's about to go into surgery.
Well, how serious is it?
Concussion, possible fractured skull, cerebral hemorrhage,
Sounds more like a hit and run.
plus a broken jaw and severe bruising to the face and shoulders. I think she's been in a fight.
Fight?
I think so. She's got that sort of soft contusion, and then maybe hit by a car. Anyway, she's been unconscious since she was brought in.
Sounds like she's in a mess.
You can't be serious. It's a uniform job.
It says here that the witness says it was an assault.
Well, why didn't the night duty take a statement?
Because she got hacked off with waiting and went back to work.
Oh, no. Who is the witness?
Tina Weldon. Lady of the night extraordinaire.
Are we sure about this?
You know where to find her, Ted.
Now tell me exactly what you saw.
I already told that sergeant of yours. Stuck bitch.
Do you want me to investigate this or not?
Jax had just got him with a punter. You lot pulls up. He panics, starts pushing her out, thumping blue murder out of her.
Oh, you saw this?
Well, that's what it looked like.
Look like isn't good enough. How far away were you?
50 feet, I don't know.
But you'd recognize him.
A man.
You saw him hit her.
You said it. He's really laying into her. She's pushed out while he's driving. She hits the road, he keeps going.
And?
Well, that's all I saw, didn't I? He was gone. Next thing I'm down and it being charged.
Not much to go on, is it?
I saw the car.
So did Sergeant Marshall. Metallic silver Volvo, right?
I know that car. I know the number.
Sierra Oscar from 832.
Yeah, go ahead, Delia.
The alleged assault at the hospital. She's just going into surgery. She's been badly beaten up, and the doctor thinks she was in a fight and then maybe hit by a car.
Yeah, hang on, Delia. Ted Roach wants a word.
Yeah, we know. It's GBH. We've got a witness on a partial index. We've got two possible cars, one here and one in Wiltshire.
And another one, UGB.
Are you anywhere near Ellis Crescent? Number 9. I want you to check out a Volvo Estate. Registration number Foxtrot 676, Uniform Golf Bravo. Find out where it was last night around 10:30.
Okay, we'll keep you informed.
Thanks, George. Give Wiltshire a buzz, Alec. See if they can check that one out. I'll do the other one.
A total of 23 arrests.
Excellent.
Mind you, that's only 12 individuals. Several of them arrested twice on the same shift.
I know it seems pointless, Derek, but it keeps the residents quiet.
Yeah, all we get is a lot of paperwork. They simply go straight back out on the street and earn the money for the fines.
Well, it's not the prostitutes we should be cracking down on, Derek. It's the curb callers, the customers.
Oh, well, that's a great idea, isn't it? Do you remember how much it cost the last time we tried it? 300 man-hours of surveillance for 6 convictions.
We need to decide on our priorities and stick to them.
I agree. You can't see things just in terms of arrests and convictions, Derek. There is a deterrent effect.
Quite.
Well, it's what the computer says.
Yeah, but
Let's
should we
just see, shall we?
It would be an interesting case. I've left the papers on your desk. Oh, he asked for you specifically, so...
Well, I'll look at them as soon as I can. This prison must take up a lot of my time. A couple of days.
Excuse me, we're looking for a Mr. Leonard Faraday.
And you are? Yes, I'm on.
Leonard Faraday?
Hmm.
Detective Sergeant Roach, Sun Hill CID. This is Detective Constable Dashwood. We're investigating an incident that took place last night. Could we have a word with you, please, sir?
Well, you'd better come in. How can I help you, officer?
Well, we're investigating a traffic accident that took place last night, and a car with your number plate was seen nearby.
How intriguing.
Would you mind telling us where you were at about 10:30 last night, sir?
Driving home, I think. Yes, I watched Newsnight when I got in.
Driving from here?
Yes, I was working late.
And what route did you take home, sir?
Through Holborn and along the Strand to Green Park.
So at no time yesterday were you anywhere near Murdoch Avenue, Sun Hill?
Near the station. No, I live in completely the opposite direction.
And no one else was driving a car yesterday?
No, of course not.
Well, sorry to have bothered you, sir.
That's all, is it, officer?
Yes, thanks for your help. Oh, if anything else comes up, you will be here all day today.
Well, yes, I suppose so.
Strike him off the list.
Not so hasty, Michael. He's too cool by half.
Hardly the curb-crawling type.
But he knows where Murdoch Avenue is, doesn't he? I bet he's never travelled by train.
Oh, come on, Ted, just because he's got a few bob.
I think we'll do a bit of observation.
Are you serious?
And you have just volunteered. Here are the keys. I want you to check on him, Mr. Faraday, see if he goes anywhere.
You're wasting your time.
Listen, look, just see if he jumps, Michael. I'll taxi to our Miss Weldon one more time.
You're a lucky man, Sarge. Your Wiltshire Volvo's owned by a 53-year-old widow. It's got all of 2,000 miles on the clock.
Too good to use, eh? Thanks, George.
What did you get then?
80 quid. Why do I always get a start?
What your man paid for you?
Jimmy, he's inside, thanks to you lot.
Best place for him.
You take what you can get.
We've got a suspect for Jackie.
Oh, yeah?
But it all hangs in your statement.
So what's the problem?
The problem is if I arrest him, I've got to be sure you're sure.
Of course I am. I told you, Ted, that car's a regular, I know it.
You saw him hit her. You saw her being forced out of the car when it was moving.
Ted, I saw everything. She got an hell of a bashing.
You're going to have to say so in court.
So? I'm here most days.
It's your word against his.
You say my word ain't good enough? Jackie's a mate. Besides, it could have been me in that car.
DS Roach from DC Dashwood.
All right, then. More uniform patrols and a stronger visible presence over the next few months. We're agreed. Clean the place up.
Yes, it would save us all a lot of time and trouble in the long run, sir.
So long as the punters are around, the girls will always be there. We're just displacing the problem.
True, but anything that frustrates curb crawling must help. Besides, pushing them off our ground will save us all a lot of aggro, Derek.
It might mean less aggro for CID, Kim, but it's just extra work for the reliefs.
It's only for a few weeks, Derek. Shouldn't be too much of a strain. Anyway, we'll leave that in your very capable hands, all right?
Certainly, sir.
Yes, all very clever. But unfortunately, I was merely fetching my wig box, as you see.
You need your wig in chambers?
We do have to get them cleaned occasionally.
And where were you at 10:30 last evening?
I told you on my way home. Will there be anything else, Sergeant?
Mr. Faraday, I must warn you that as a result of our inquiries, we are now quite certain that the car involved in the accident was yours. Now, I require you to complete the statutory declaration that you were the driver at the material time.
If you really want me to.
We also need to examine your car.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Leonard Faraday, I'm arresting you on suspicion of grievous bodily harm. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be given in evidence. Mike, get his car keys.
One gold fountain pen. One gold propelling pencil. One bunch of keys. Wallet. If you could have your tie and belt, please.
My belt?
It's just a precaution.
You want my cufflinks as well?
No, that'll be all right, sir. You can have most of this stuff back. Now, while you're in the station, you have the right to inform someone that you're here. You have the right to consult with a solicitor. Now, do you wish to inform anyone or consult with a solicitor?
Why do I need a solicitor?
It's up to you.
No, thank you.
Right, these inform me of your rights. You sign here, please, in receipt, sir. And again here for your property. Ted, do you want to go straight to an interview room?
No, thanks, John. I need to check on a few things first.
Right, if you come with me, please, sir.
What is this?
You have to wait in a cell until Sergeant Roach is ready.
This is preposterous.
Standard procedure, sir.
I thought we were ready to interview
Leaving the sweat for a while, Mike. Show him the inside of a cell.
You look happy.
Well, an interesting body, ma'am. One of our learned counsel.
Oh, that'll be fun. But watch your P's and Q's, won't you, Ted? We don't want it thrown out.
I shall be on my best behavior, ma'am.
All right, Sergeant, I'll make that call now.
Certainly, sir. What number is it, please?
Oh, you should have the number. I'd like to call Deputy Assistant Commissioner Trevor Hicks, please.
No, of course not. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, I'm quite aware of the sensitivity of the matter. Actions for malicious prosecution are the last thing we need. Yes, I'll keep you informed of any developments. All right, sir, thank you. Marion, could you ask DCI Reed to pop in? No, forget it. I'll go and see her.
It can't be easy shoving someone out of your car, not if they don't want to go.
That's more your line of country, I believe.
Is that why you laid into her? You panicked?
Do I look like someone who would beat up a woman?
That's why you went there in the first place. That's how you get your kicks.
Could we please draw this farce to a close as soon as possible? I do have proper work to be getting on with.
All I'm saying is keep an eye on things. A wrongful arrest is the last thing we want.
Of course, sir.
You know what Ted Roach is like. Flies off the handle very easily.
Oh, I think we can trust him, sir.
We're talking about a very successful barrister, Kim. They can make things difficult all the way to the top.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Well, I want you to supervise things at every stage, all right?
I see, sir.
Any elements of doubt? Any deviation from pace?
Absolutely, sir. We'll play it right by the book.
Good.
You visit Murdoch Avenue regularly?
I've never been anywhere near Murdoch Avenue.
Our witness saw you there last night, Mr. Faraday.
What witness?
Our witness saw Jackie O'Brien being hit and pushed out of your Volvo. She is now in intensive care.
I wasn't there.
Your car has been positively identified, and you've admitted driving it between 10 and 11.
Put me on an identification parade.
We stay here until we get to the truth.
We both know you have to release me within 24 hours.
What?
At last.
Interview suspended.
Don't tell me you've run out of questions, Sergeant.
Maybe he didn't do it, Ted.
Not going well?
It's him. It's him, all right. It's just that he keeps going round and round.
Well, then let's sum up what we've got. Mike.
It's only a partial index from a witness in the dark and on the game. His story's watertight. He's an unlikely curb crawler.
But he's worried. He's even using his friends at area.
Really?
Yeah, but it's him. It's him. I know he's clever enough not to say anything, but his silences. It's him.
What do you think, Mike?
If it's him, he's not going to have it.
Any news from the Socko yet?
I'll go and see.
Thanks.
I know it's him.
Let me have a go, Ted.
Be my guest.
Well?
Give us a chance, Mike.
You must have a rough idea.
The only thing we're sure about is that this car's been hoovered in the very recent past.
That's a start. Any sign of a struggle? Any damage inside?
Nothing.
Spotless.
We're taking a few fibres for analysis, a few hairs.
How long will that take?
You know how the labs are these days. We're talking months, not weeks.
Oh, great.
Don't hold your breath. They're more likely to be his dog's hairs than anything else.
Well, they're not likely to be his, are they?
Jackie O'Brien, concussion, fractured skull and jaw, lacerations to the face, bruising to upper arms and legs. A severe assault, wouldn't you say?
From the sound of it.
We have your car, Mr. Faraday, and we'll take it to pieces. One trace of the girl and we'll find it.
That'll be interesting. As I wasn't there. Not that you'd get a conviction just on forensic.
This is a full investigation, Mr. Faraday. I don't think it'll be dropped. We're piecing together the evidence, and then you'll be charged with GBH.
I'm not confessing to a crime I didn't commit.
Some fibres and hairs were removed from the vehicle when examined by...
What's all this then? I hear you've been reduced to arresting briefs.
No joke.
I was up before him a couple of months ago, you know. He was sitting as recorder. He's a real hanging judge.
Yeah, well, he's on the receiving end now.
It was only a moral earnings, and he gave Gibbons 3 years.
Gibbons?
Yeah, you know, Jimmy Gibbons.
Doesn't he look after Tina Weldon?
Not anymore, he doesn't.
Oh, hell!
What is it?
She's only the sole witness to this assault, that's all.
Your car has been seen frequently in and around Murdoch Avenue over the last few months. Why is that?
It's a very popular make of car. Your witness is mistaken.
You're a regular customer, aren't you? Those girls will recognize you. We'll put you on an identification parade.
The word of a common prostitute against mine. No jury in the country would convict me. Quite rightly, as I'm innocent.
What do you want?
Could I have a word, please, Mum?
Later.
It is important.
Interview suspended.
Socko?
No, nothing there. Apart from the fact that the car's been hoovered very recently.
You see, it's him, all right.
No. The thing is, Mum, Alistair just came in. 2 months ago, Faraday sent down Tina Weldon's pimp for 3 years. Heavy-duty sentencing.
Oh, my God. And this is Tina's way of getting her own back?
I've got area breathing down my neck, and you didn't even check that, Ted?
It's got to be a coincidence. It's not Tina's style, no way.
We've got no forensic. All the circumstantial's in his favour. Area want us to give him the benefit of the doubt.
If we don't get a statement from him now, we never will. We've got to keep going.
I want Tina checked again.
Oh, come on. She wouldn't have made it all up.
Just do it, Ted.
She's not there, sir.
Oh. Do you happen to know where she is?
Still interviewing a suspect, I think.
The GBH?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want me to...
No, it's nothing important, thanks.
Won't let me smoke in there.
How is she?
Wrong tests. Wait and see.
Tina, Jimmy Gibbons, do you miss him?
What?
More trouble than he was worth, eh?
Never on the face, though.
He went down for quite a long stretch, didn't he?
Like they throw away the key.
Do you know who the driver of the car was?
No?
Or the registration number? Do you know who that belongs to?
What you getting at?
Just checking your statement. We have to.
Like I told you, I've seen that car before. It's a regular. That's all, okay?
You're sure?
Look, what is this?
The driver. You may have heard of him.
What do you think then, Mike?
With more time, he might crack.
I doubt it. He knows the game too well.
Maybe forensic will turn something up.
Don't hold your breath. That car will be spotless.
Yeah, a man in his position. He's got a lot to lose.
Exactly. We're not going to get anywhere.
Last round?
I think so. Interview recommenced. DCI Reed and DC Dashwood present. You're a regular client in Murdoch Avenue. You were there last night, and you're the man who attacked Jackie O'Brien. We'll prove it, Mr. Faraday. So you have a choice. A statement now, and there'll be no investigation. And you can tell your wife and colleagues that it was all some dreadful mistake, pressure of work. You might even come out of it with a bit of sympathy. But if we investigate, everything goes public. It'll come out in the courts how long you've been visiting prostitutes, that you're a regular. Nothing will be hidden, and it won't pass as an accident then. So it's up to you.
You've got a ragbag of circumstantial evidence which could apply to any one of 1,000,000 men.
Typical, eh? All I'm mighty in court and at night is out curb crawling.
Except maybe you just got a grudge to pay off for Jimmy.
I couldn't wait to see him go.
I thought Jimmy looked after you.
Okay, Ted. You can't stand it if some toffee-nosed judge is out of order and someone like me, a Tom, could be the victim. That's what you mean.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Don't worry. You'll get what's coming to him. But not through me.
What do you mean?
It's Jackie. Something she told me a few days ago. Poor kiddo.
So, if you'll just sign the seal, sir.
This whole farce has been an outrageous abuse of police powers.
And you can keep one copy. We'll obviously be informing the CPS and awaiting their decision on the case. In the meantime, you are released.
Can I have a word, ma'am? It's about Jackie O'Brien.
Certainly. If you'll just bear with me a little longer, Mr. Faraday.
Of course, you'd never get a conviction on such circumstantial evidence. You know that, don't you?
And has that influenced your statement, sir?
Not at all. Just talking facts, officer, as a barrister.
Yes, of course.
So, if I can just get my things.
Mike, if you could inform the custody sergeant that Mr. Faraday is free to leave, perhaps you could arrange for a taxi to collect him.
Certainly.
Just a minute, Mr. Faraday.
I hardly think there's anything left to be said, Inspector.
If you'd just like to sit down a moment, please. Details of Jackie O'Brien's health were given to Sergeant Roach just now by a close friend of hers.
Indeed.
She's out of immediate danger, but will have to undergo further tests. Her injuries were extensive.
Which has nothing to do with me.
Maybe, maybe not. However, I feel I ought to inform you, if only for the sake of your wife. Jackie O'Brien was diagnosed as HIV positive. Obviously, this only affects clients of hers. However, I feel you should be aware of the wider ramifications of the case.
Thank you.
So if you'd like to collect your property, you're free to leave. I'm authorising Mr. Faraday's release. If you could get his possessions and then ensure he's taken to the front office.
Certainly, ma'am. Just one moment, sir.
Personally, I'd rather be Nick.